Things in Wyatt's mind. Hey, gang! I have the perfect vacation destination. Nowhere Land. Oh, it's just down the street, right across from the Chick-fil-A. Okay, so I've already talked about Ubi, I've already talked about Oswald, and I've already talked about Bob the Builder. What's next? It's no surprise by now, but Nick Jr. and Noggin played key parts in my early childhood. I've seen at least one episode from all its mainstream titles, and one of them happens to be the focus of today's episode. Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. It ran on Nickelodeon's Nick Jr. block between 2000 and 2002. The show actually came from this children's book written in the 90s, which was then adapted into a series of shorts, which then was adapted into the full show most have grown accustomed to. This is Maggie right here. One day she just drew up a map of a place she invented called Nowhere Land. How a 5-year-old manages to draw all this is beyond me. The map suddenly springs to life, and out comes this big yellow creature right here, known as the Ferocious Beast. Despite his name, he actually wasn't ferocious at all. Also, his spots were removable, which I always thought was low-key pretty sick. In fact, I'm holding one of his spots right now, so what are you gonna do? In addition to our two leads here, they were also accompanied by a pig named Hamilton. What? No, not that Hamilton. This Hamilton. He made his home in a cardboard box. Why? I don't know, I guess real estate's expensive in Nowhere Land or something. Our main trio would often explore around the seemingly infinite Nowhere Land. Where it is, nobody knows. Except for Maggie, obviously. In fact, these three weren't the only characters in the show, though. There was a huge handful of side characters, too. But a lot of them were in almost no episodes, so we hardly ever get to know these guys anyway. In fact, I mainly watched Maggie and the Ferocious Beast alongside Oswald. But Oswald's nice, but I had more fond memories with this show. And I even will admit, I even made up a couple of my own episodes when I was like 4 or 5, but I don't remember what they were about, to be honest. Also, while I was making this video, I found out that Maggie and the Ferocious Beast was on a nostalgia-themed subreddit. But alas, this show deserved better. I mean, it really did. Maggie and the Ferocious Beast is a very underrated Nick Jr. show in my opinion, and it just seems to get lost in the crowd. I personally blame Dora the Explorer for overshadowing it. Anyway, let's see what comes into my mind next time. My name's Wyatt, and I'll see you later. Things in Wyatt's mind.